All praises to Yeshua, Yahweh, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Welcome back to the Tactical Believers channel. And I'm not going to try to make this video long. Basically, I'm making this video strictly because I have a lot of people, especially a lot of brothers and sisters in the faith, that ask me, hey, what type of firearm do I really need? So this video is going to be dedicated to people who are are not basically gun enthusiasts, just people that just want to have the right tools just in case that moment comes when they got to defend themselves, defend their family, defend their community. So I'm about to go into the 3 guns that you really need to be all around effective. Let's get into it. All right, before we get into this video, I just want to tell you thank you for tuning in to this channel. I really appreciate it. I know I have not been making videos consistently like I supposed to, but I promise you that's going to change really soon once I get my schedule packed down. I know this background looks crazy. Forget the background in the process of cleaning up, getting ready to move. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get into this video. So, like I mentioned in the intro, this video is basically for the entry-level person that's planning on kind of getting firearms, but they may not be as passionate, but they understand that the times that we live in, they need a firearm, but they want to be effective pretty much in any situation, in every category or situation they may be in. If it's like, home defense, if it's like, if you out, in public and you got to defend yourself, you need something to defend yourself, or just in case it may be civil unrest. So, elbows itching. So, we about to go ahead and get into the number 1 gun that you need to purchase. All right. First gun I would definitely say is something like a pistol. I said something like a pistol is a pistol. YouTube, there's no magazine in the firearm. This is basically a piece of metal and polymer. So yeah, what I will recommend is getting something like a Glock 19 or Smith & Wesson Shield or Shield Plus, Glock 43X. Basically, if you're a type of person that's, if you're not confident or if you don't really train enough, you just go to the shooting range just to shoot just enough, just to get comfortable with the firearm. I would consider something like a Glock 17, Glock 45, Walters, CZs have some pretty good weapons, but I would definitely consider this. This is a Glock 45, Gen 5. This is chambered in 9mm. This is my favorite handgun. Out of all the handguns I have, this is my favorite one. And you probably ask why. Easy. This right here would probably be the most versatile weapon that you can ever have. Out of your 3 guns that you have, this would be the most versatile because you can use this in a home defense situation. You can use this to protect yourself if you happen to be out in public or wind up catching yourself in a bad situation where you got to defend for your life. Also, this will be actually a good secondary weapon if it's, civil unrest. I recommend a rifle doing civil unrest, but if you got this and if you train enough with this, trust me, and if you be smart and not to put yourself in stupid situations, you can probably be okay. But I still recommend a rifle. But yeah, Glock 17 or something like this, Glock 43X. This is also chambered in, this is also empty YouTube, no magazine. This is also chambered in that good old 9mm. And the reason why I will say, well, let me not get my cart ahead of the horse. The reason why I will say this gun right here, because this right here is pretty much, it's not quite a full-size weapon, but the frame, the grip is a full size, and this gun would be much easier to shoot. It will absorb recoil a little bit better versus these, because one thing about these little pistols, I love these little pistols. They're convenient to carry, they're more comfortable to carry. But these little mother freakers right here, they are snappy, okay? And if you're not up to snuff with your shooting or with your training, this can be cumbersome to shoot. But after with enough training, enough rounds down range or whatever, you can pretty much get pretty good with this, pretty okay, pretty solid with this. But for the average person, Glock 17, Glock 45, Smith & Wesson EZ, Canet Mete, something like that, something where the frame of the gun will actually help with the recoil mass of the weapon versus a little small stamping pistol. But yeah, I would definitely recommend you getting a handgun that you're comfortable with, a handgun that every time you get ready to go to the range, you're not dreading to shoot it. Get something that you are good at shooting at. Get something where you are able to get the ammo for. And the reason why I will say, but first of all, this is America. Buy what you want, get what you want. I'm not trying to be your daddy. I'm just trying to give you some solid advice. Take it or leave it. But trust me, I've been shooting guns for a minute. I know what I'm talking about. A 9mm round is a round that's going to be effective, and a round that you can, with enough training, you can be accurate with, versus you getting a 45 ACP, 44 caliber, or 10mm, and if you really never shot a gun before, yeah, when you shoot that gun, you're gonna know what you're shooting real quick. So yeah, I'll say this: get you a handgun. You can also, if you feel like you want to get one of these, and if you feel like you're gonna put the time and dedication on it, hey, go for it. I love my Glock 43X. I would also recommend you getting some type of weapon light on here, because usually bad things happen at night, and you want to identify the threat before you even consider shooting them. But all in all, I would say this, man: the handgun is probably the most likely weapon that you will ever use in a self-defense situation. I have looked at and researched so many self-defense situations. The most weapon that is used in a self-defense situation is a handgun. Anywhere between 3 to 5 yards on average. That does not mean that if someone wants to break into your house, and if you got a 15-foot hallway, and they running down your hallway with a knife, that that's why I say go to the range and train, because you can't control what situations that you're going to be in, but what you can do is make sure that you are well-rounded, just in case you be in a situation that's on an average basis, on an average scale, 3 to 5 yards on a self-defense situation. So yeah, that's what I recommend. The first thing that you buy: get a handgun, go to a range, go to a local range, rent the handgun before you then shoot it, before you make a decision on spending money, before you buy it. Make sure you like it, make sure you're comfortable shooting it. Get plenty of ammo. I can't stress this enough. If I can go back to the old me, right? If I can go back to the young me, the young Rambo that was getting into weapons, I would tell young man, look, I understand you love weapons. But brother, you need to stock up on ammo. You really need to stock up on ammo. All right, guys, I'm back. I thought that was one of my kids back there messing around, but they sleep, thank God. But anyway, yeah, get your handgun, get you plenty of ammo. Go to the range at least, bare minimum, I say you want to at least make it to the range at least once, twice a week, and try to shoot multiple rounds. And don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Don't be afraid to shoot, from 10, 15, 20 yards, just to see how accurate can you be. Not to say that you're going to shoot someone or maybe use your weapon in a self-defense situation that far, because once you get that far, you know, things kind of get shaky in court. But you just want to check the capability of you shooting a weapon and how accurate you is from that distance. So, okay, let's go on to the next one. All right, the second one, a good old shotgun. YouTube, this is nothing in the chamber. Okay, I may have some ammo right here, some shells on the shell holder right here on the mag safe, but this right here is a Beretta A300. Okay, I just want to show this because I have not showed this weapon on the channel yet. This was a recent purchase. I purchased this about a couple months ago. Did not get a chance to take this to the range yet, but yeah, a good old shotgun. And before we even get into this, I want to let you know, you don't have to get a Beretta A300. This is just me just want to be a snob for a minute, and I don't consider myself a snob, but I have not really shown this weapon on this channel yet. So usually my first I will tell you this, for your first shotgun, my first pump shotgun was a Mossberg Maverick 88. I still had that Mossberg Maverick 88 in my safe, and guess what? I don't think I would ever get rid of that shotgun. That's a great shotgun. I will roll some clips for you of me shooting my Mossberg Maverick 88. Look, I love that shotgun. That is a good shotgun. To this day, you can get that shotgun anywhere between $200 to $250. They're reliable, they're well built. I believe James Reeves on I forgot what his channel name, but I know his name is James Reeves. He actually have a 500 round burn down of the Mossberg Maverick 88, and that shotgun withstood every last shell. But anyway, why would you want to get a shotgun? I will tell you why you would want to get a shotgun, and I think it's very simple. You sometimes might be in a situation where you need to stop a threat quickly and effectively. This right here is going to stop anything that comes in your house uninvited and coming in as a threat. I promise you, this right here is going to stop the threat extremely quickly. The downside to a shotgun is this, especially if you're shooting buckshots. The downside of this, you may wind up hitting your threat with maybe, I don't know, 6, 7 buckshots, but you may have 2 or 3 buckshots that may go through a drywall, may hit someone that you have intended to hit. Or maybe a slug, because you know slugs are real nasty, very up close. You know, it's a possibility of that slug actually going through and, you know what I'm saying, through a person and hitting somebody that's on the other side of the wall. But usually shotguns are pretty much most people home defense weapon. You can actually use this, you know, whether if it's a pump or semi-automatic, you can actually use this doing civil unrest. It will get you by. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I recommend a rifle doing civil unrest for many reasons. But yeah, a shotgun is pretty much, in my opinion, is going to be your primary home defense weapon. With some good loads and some good practice. Shotguns are also a weapon that's kind of tough to shoot, but you're gonna have to go out to the range and shoot it, get familiar with it, you know, get familiar with the recoil of the weapon. And I'm saying all this because I haven't even shot this yet, just haven't had time to go shoot it. But anyways, yeah, and always, guys, I'm a big advocate. Please make sure that you add weapon lights on your weapons. Please, because usually most of the time you're going to use your weapon probably in a low light condition, and you need to identify your target before that round leaves the barrel. So I'm a big advocate of weapon lights. I know some people feel like weapon lights are not. I believe weapon lights are necessary to most of your firearms that you have in your safe, closet, or whatever. So yeah, shotgun is my, you know, second recommendation after you get your pistol. Same thing with this. After you get shotgun, you know, add your light to it. Make sure you get plenty of shells. Go to the range and shoot it. Get good with it. Get comfortable with it, and embrace the suck. Okay, embrace the suckness of the shot of the recoil of the shotgun. So yeah, all right, let's move on to number 3. All right, for our number 3, you should already know. The American rifle, an AR-15. Now look, this is probably the most attacked weapon platform in our country. But I'm going to tell you this, I made this post on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page, and I think I made it on my Instagram. Every home in America needs an AR-15. I promise you, if every house was armed with an AR-15, heck, even 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, I promise you, our government will be in check. You think our government is in check now? If every home in America, including, I'm looking at you, New York, I'm looking at you, California, looking at you, Illinois, I'm looking at all them communist states. If I'm telling you, this right here, this is the reason why your First Amendment and all the rest of the amendments exist, because without this right here, all the amendments wouldn't matter. This is the ultimate amendment. This 2A. This is the ultimate path. This is the ultimate foundation of our freedom here in our country. But I'm getting besides the point though. Get you an AR-15. And this right here can also serve you well in a home defense situation, but you got to keep in mind the 223 round is coming out about anywhere, depending on your barrel length, between 2,800 to 3,200 feet per second. That is a hot 22 round that's coming out this barrel, and yes, it will go through the person. It will penetrate through walls after walls after walls. So I know they sell ammunition for home defense, but also too, these guns are very loud indoors. But this is your civil unrest weapon right here. My civil unrest weapon will probably be my my M&P Smith & Wesson AR-15. But this is just something that I just want to show right here. YouTube. We're good, okay? We're good. So this right here, I will say this. Get you a good rifle. There are some good budget options. This right here is an Anderson. Anderson has been bought out by Ruger, so pretty much this is I pretty much got a what's the word that I'm looking for, man? I pretty much got a classic right here. But anyways, when civil unrest happened, this is the weapon right here that you're gonna have to have, because during civil unrest, anything and everything that moves could be a threat. When chaos is hit, when the government has gone rogue on its own people, you're gonna need something that's effective and that shoots multiple rounds to defend yourself, your family, and your community. So to the average to the average guy, I don't care what the news say, I don't care what the media say, this right here, this right here is what keeps your freedom in check and what keeps the government in check. Or let's say, you know, if you want to get something a little smaller, cool. This right here, YouTube, this weapon is, you can get this right here. This is a 10.5 Radical Firearms. Got the EOTech right on it right here. Got a suppressor right here. This right here will do the trick. I know there's a lot of people that gripe about barrel length. Look, this is my stance on it. Whether it's a 7.5, 10.5, 14.5, if someone is in front of you and try to be, I don't care what the barrel is, and if you, look, let's go. Yes, Brielle.
I was trying to like fix this, but I can't. And when I tried to close it won't close.
Okay, Brielle. So you need Daddy? Okay, Daddy's coming. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. That was my 6-year-old daughter complaining how thirsty she was, and I thought she was asleep, but apparently she wasn't. So, and that just reminds me, if you are getting into this right here, get into, you know, firearms, make sure that you have a safe, and make sure that you lock your firearms up at a place where children cannot get to. I keep these firearms locked up, even though my children know that I'm a gun guy and I have guns, and when they get a little bit older, I'm going to start training them on the 22. And if you have older kids that's responsible enough, take them out to the range, let them shoot. You can, you know, have them start off with something like a 22 or something till they get comfortable, but you know, have them to shoot these weapons, because you may never know the situation where they have to use one of these to save your life. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, guys. These are the 3 guns that I feel like that just the average guy needs to get. And people tell me all the time that, you know, hey, you know, I want to have a weapon, you know, I want to have a gun, but I don't know what to get, or I'm afraid that I may want something and it may be too expensive. Look, firearms and firearms technology have come a long way. There are plenty of firearms that you can get that are very, very well built, very responsible. I say responsible, very reliable. All of these weapons that I shown you was weapons that was $500 and under, except for that Beretta A300. That Beretta A300 was close to $1,000, but like I said, you can get your Maverick 88 for like 250 bucks. And if you want something just a little bit better, you can get you a Mossberg 590 for around 500 bucks. So yeah, before I go, I just want to tell you, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through him. I recommend that you give your life to Christ while you still can. He forgives all sins. He has died for all sins. He have known you before you was formed in your mother's womb. He has known you, and the thoughts that he has for you are good thoughts. So yeah, let's go ahead and just recap everything that we talked about. First thing you need to get you a pistol. Get you a pistol. Get good with it. Whether you want to get a subcompact, compact, full size, get good with it. Take it to the range, because that's most likely the weapon that you're going to use in a self-defense situation. Get you a shotgun. A shotgun is very effective at putting threats down quickly and effective. And a rifle. A rifle is going to be the best weapon to have when the world is going through uncivil unrest, or when you may have foreign or domestic terrorists running around in our country like there is right now. But anyway, I'm about to sign out, so hey, stay prayed up, stay saved up, stay strapped up. I'm gonna holler at y'all guys on the next one.